All right, that first video was completely blank of my audio because I'm stupid. So here is not that, hopefully. What we missed in the first one, we just finished setting up some iron. Um, we have pretty much a good old mega base going here. We just set up this coal line. As you can see, it's going to slowly back up, but then this is going to run well. We should probably... Yeah, we're probably needing some more of those. I think I did make some more, but gonna grab a couple more. It won't hurt. What am I missing for this? Iron and pipes. That makes sense. So I'm gonna quickly grab some pipes, maybe some gears as well. There's a gearbox. Yep. Still just need some classic iron, but that's what our box is for. I'm gonna not limit that. Let's get 6 of these and a couple more of those. Maybe even more of these. Never mind. Okay. Luckily, as we did before, this is very copy-pastable. So I just copy this, and you just glomp on to this guy. I believe if my bots are following me, which I think that's 12 of each, so it should be perfect. Let me make some more pipes as well, because I'm going to need some extras. I'm out of belts, because I'm a dingus, apparently. Let me get rid of those. Oh, sorry, not get rid of them, add them. There we go. That should be all good in the neighborhood. This should really help our power. There we go. I have room for a bit more. Maybe I will just copy pasta a set of 4 just for shits and gigs. Let's see here. I think that should be okay. Perfect. And this will allow us to expand a little bit easier. That won't do anything for now. It should just stay, yeah. It should boil the water in there, but do nothing else. But we have room to expand once we can make more of these. I could make more now. How much is that, 7? Yeah, it's not too bad. Just 3 more. I think I need to make 1 more after that. So goals for this session. We have plenty of power now. Really the first bit of the mega base, not the mega base, first bit of the starter base is done, which is that initial mall section down here. I'm just going to be running towards it, so I'll keep you guys in suspense for a little bit. I am playing, again, just as a reminder, this is an homage to Catherine of Sky, who is a YouTuber, an amazing Factorio YouTuber. She died a few months ago, so may she rest in peace. And please watch her videos because she's very inspiring when it comes to Factorio videos. I'm going to do what she recommended and actually place those in here so we get some extra bang. What are we needing? So it's this guy. Gotcha. So it looks like we're iron limited still, which means we're coal limited. This should start backing up now that we're making a little bit more coal. I think that should be okay. Yeah. I'm going to actually upgrade the did before. And this should help this crank a little bit easier. We don't even need that one. Perfect. I'm even going to upgrade this to a tier 2. It probably won't matter because this guy is so quick. These guys are making those very nicely. This guy's not getting very many pipes. I don't like this maker. Maybe I'll restrict this a little bit. We don't need that much. Military would be a good idea soon. I'm actually gonna queue gun turrets up here after this engine finishes. It's gonna be super quick, as well as military, as well as walls, as well as power packs, just to get let's see, I do not have a jetpack yet. That is very true of me. Why is this not... It's not getting copper. I'm struggling to see how this would get copper. Oh, why is that bent? Did I do that? I did do that. So that would have been nice to have. Again, not sure why these don't have outputs on her thing, but that that is something I can easily remedy. So I will do so. I'm going to use the wooden boxes just so we can get rid of them. I have a couple stacks of these in my inventory. So in general, my rule of thumb is like, I want to be able to control click these chests. So I should be able to control click this. Lack of steel, huh? So yeah, these are pretty slow, unfortunately. And this is clogging up a bunch. That makes sense. Luckily, these are doing good jobs. So I should not have to have these power poles anymore. We had a power pole maker over there, but I think we can cut that shit out. Again, this is the rushed bots. I should probably craft some more labs. So I will do that. Let me just... luckily, this is, again, very easy to copy pasta. So let me just place those two. Should have enough of everything. I don't have a maker for these guys yet, but they're fairly easy to craft, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Do I have enough? Yeah, plenty of those, so I'm just going to add a couple of these guys. I do have the labs for that. Again, going to grab some more power poles here. Just a few. Shouldn't be too crazy. And that should upgrade our speed a bit. I think we're backing up. We're not backing up on those, which is why I think that's going to be the first line upgrade for me. There we go. There we go. That'll like double our science essentially. Unfortunate that these are being lazy. I would like to make the rest of the labs. Looks like I just need 3 more. Yeah, so I need some circuits, but that should be okay. Where is my circuitinator? Yes, very good. I'll just take half so this doesn't clog up too much. Perfect. And that should be this initial lab setup all done. Again, this will take a little bit to catch up. Looks we're still a little bit robbed on this guy because of the iron. So maybe we can prioritize increasing our iron production sometime. Look, we're using all the iron, so that's not an issue. Maybe there's some way we could utilize this iron too. I don't know how we could quite do that, but I think that is greatly limiting us right now. Maybe we can have this one. I suppose it's just taking upstream too, so it's not going to matter too much. I should upgrade some more of these, so maybe I should just upgrade all of them. Some of them really don't need to be upgraded though. These assembling machines, they're either upgraded or they're not, you know. Oh, that's right, I forgot this like little steel chest here. I didn't know that fed into it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this guy's just chugging away. That would make this faster as if I didn't consume these, so let me just make sure that's all right. Perfect. Advanced materials processing. Military 2, I love the science. I can't use the heavy armor, unfortunately. Tool belt's also really nice, but I think this one will be a good first start. What I am going to do is once these cook up a little bit more, 12 of them is not going to be enough for what we need, unfortunately. Maybe I'm going to manually take some of these, just manually crank them in here. Because what I'm planning to do, we saw in the map preview last time, which I'm not sure if I'm going to dub over, so I may just play that and fast forward if you want to see it. Might as well research some extra sciencey doodads while we're waiting. Landfill would be really good. Actually, I'm going to crank that up because if you remember from last time, this little fucker prevented us from placing this in the right place. So maybe I'll change that back to default. We cleverly handled it with a little bullshit right there, but yeah, so this is iron stick limited. No way. I don't believe you. So this is obviously needs to be a faster boy. So we can get the full, stickage here. Let me just do that for both of these. That should be enough. I can't imagine. I think it's pretty far. So I might wait on this a little bit to make sure. That really did crank through. The increased, the steel and stone brick. It might be time to make a stone brick guy, so I will do that. I don't need that many. I rarely need more than 100 at a time, so I'm going to do that. what did I say? Needed furnaces, so stone, brick, and steel. So that's fine. Perfect. I'll just let this clock up, so that'll be okay. Let's see, stone, brick, and steel, huh? We can always make more miners too. Just kind of loath to do that before we really get settled, you know. This will help. How did coal get in there? I probably placed it in there. Nice. Oh yeah, that's right. It'll be placing stuff. Let me just turn you guys off so you're not doing crazy shit. I do want to not deconstruct this, so let me actually take, that's a lot of stone, but again, I'm going to use my mining patch planner. I'm probably going to put this going right, just because I think it'll be nice to kind of slot in here. I'll leave some space between slots 1 and 2. So again, I'm going to, I can do medium power poles now if I really want to, which I think I will. Still that same thing. Let's do this. Good, it's not destroying that, but we do want to take the big spaceship wreck here. There we go. All right. So 8 a second, 8 a second. So this is, let's see, that's 16 plus 4, that's 20. Again, 2 belts. The metric is, 15 per second on a yellow belt. So that's that's essentially 1 full saturated belt. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just really simply make 2 lines of splitters. And that'll get us our 1 belt that we need. Can't believe I'm out of shit again. I need to get more belts. So this will be our essentially stone production, which will be nice. What, fluid handling? I'm of the mind that you need pump jacks as soon as possible, because essentially these crude oils, they become less efficient over time, right? And so the sooner you start mining or pumping the oil, the sooner infinity starts, essentially. So you'll always have a bit more in there. Let me just grab some. I'll grab a ton of miners. I'll put this to 2. What the heck? It's going to be a little annoying, but that's okay. Make sure we grab more of these. Maybe I should have done the other kind, because this is not getting enough steel right now. I really should. That's I guess why we're doing this whole thing, is to prioritize getting that miner up. So that should be okay. Pretty sure, yeah, this uses the whole. So I think this is, what is this? Yeah, 48. So I'll do the same thing on this one. I'll do 48. Hopefully. Oh my god, I forgot more belts. Come back. Walk of shame. I fucked up. That's okay. So I have 50 of those. I'll need a fuck ton of inserters, so I'm going to remember to grab some while I'm down here. Grab a couple more power poles too. So I'm grabbing belts, and I'm grabbing inserters. We can make this better. Make this better. Perfect. I fucked up. Just do that. Again, this guy is needed more. This guy too. So we can make this a little bit faster. Just a little upgraded. Just a little upgrades. Upgrades, people, upgrades. All right. What did I say I needed? More of those, always. Now that I have this, I might as well finally get a stack of ammo. Power poles, belts, inserters. That's right. Oh, fuck. I forgot to set up this guy. That is really annoying. But luckily, it's not too big of a deal. I can just do that. I will set up the same wire conditions now so I don't forget. So what I'm going to do, simply go like that. Read contents, enable, disable. So we want inserters to be greater than 50. So as long as there's at least 1 stack in here, this will save up to 50. So I at least have that, and then it'll be more of a buffer later on. That will be perfect. We have to mine some oil, so I'm going to craft some pump jacks. I need steel for that. It's always something, isn't it? It's never not nothing. Okay. So we need to fix that because I have no steel because I'm done. Perfect. Sounds good. We're still a long ways off from what we really need. These are a mod. It's repair turrets. They're kind of OP in my opinion, but they're really nice. Turret energy shields, also very handy, just to add some extra health for them. So I'll get that going too. Definitely don't need any more of those, but I'm going to leave it to these guys. There we go. I'm just going to do the whole thing, stand in the middle and watch it build. Okay, I'm just out of range of those. Oh, turned it off again. There we go. Again, if you have to speed things up, I do, you can place the easy things with your yourself. So like placing the belts just as a line, it's really easy. No really room for fucking up because it locks to the like whatever the x-axis. But I think I guess we're gonna place some more drills there. That's okay. The miners, in my experience, are easier to fuck up. Why is this guy? But yeah, bots cannot destroy those, so that's good. That's actually a good feature because I would hate to. Yeah, see this? Like let's cancel that. I would hate for this to just be destroyed. You know, it's free storage. You know, you can even put some rocks in there. Why not? Now we'll need a full furnace array. So I'm going to see if there's one in here. I should be in the raw resources tab. So I actually will just, let's see. Yeah, mining drill. Oh no, this is mining drills. Did I fuck that up? I might have fucked that up. Oh no. Oh, those are all drills. So this is not literally, I guess this is not processing raw resources. Let's see if they're in it. There's mods, early game. I'm guessing it's production and early game. Perfect. Smelting. Perfect. This is smelting stone. I don't know what the difference is between these two. I think it's just the side. So I guess I'll choose this one because the coal will be coming on the bottom. So let's see here. I think this is the way. So I'm going to do this and put that down. And I think that should have gone back. Yes, it did. So that's a good way to find that now. Again, I'm going to do the same thing. So again, I'm saving time because the bots will place every single belt, and the belt density is rather high. So this will make things a lot faster. I'm going to do the same thing with the furnaces, even though I'm feeling a little bold. So hopefully that bot will change direction. Yeah, see, they're smart at that. I really should stop moving for my bots. So yeah, I'm a fan of making your bots do things that are really annoying. See, I fucked up already, which are the inserters, because you have to click, 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 click. You can do the C method, which if you don't know the C method, it's something that you're supposed to do that, or like this, and it helps you place it pretty fast, but it is easy to fuck up. So again, the starting bots mod, very nice. For that, I missed 2 spots, so that was where the rock was, wasn't it? I do have lights, which I might as well just make a couple lights right now. I do when things are nicely lit up, so I will have that going. Turret energy shield is done. I love gates, so I'm going to make that. How are you guys doing today? I would love if you let me know in the comments. If anybody even interacts with this video, that would make my day. If you want to see a face cam, I've been told I'm handsome by my mom, so you know, if you guys would be interested, I'd be happy to oblige. Wow, I almost had enough of those. See, that's why I wish I would have saved. Always sucks crafting stuff when you have a maker for it dedicated. So again, we have this on priority going to the power, and power is very important. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, right here, we'll set the output priority to left, so it keeps going forward as a higher priority. I could have put that one more down. Oops. Let me just go like that. Oh, fuck. Okay, whatever. That works too. And then if I have, I'm going to run out of belts again, aren't I? Damn it. That is okay. We are not infallible. While I'm waiting for that, actually, I will put some of these bitches on my hot bar that I usually neglect to do. There we go. All right, that should be good. Everything else I usually just control click, so it'll be fine. There we go. Oh my god, of course I'm one off. Just to make this a little simpler, I'm going to go with that. And this should distribute nice and evenly. I will run a power pole down from here. Make it nice and even. There we go. Oh, look at the synchronization. I could have waited until it filled up if I wanted it to be very sexy, but that's all right. So what do we do with this? I think definitely having a buffer chest filling up with these is very nice. So I'm actually going to have these go... you know what? I should have an underground right here so we can go down and up. I'm going to go this and go this again. And this one will be my my storage chest. Just so we have a little bit of a zhuzh right there. Quite. That looks pretty even. So this will be nice. I tend to use a lot of stone brick. I like to pave with it and things like that, so we'll have this. We also do want some of this. So since this is actually a little bit less efficient, I can actually go this. Maybe we don't want this full thing, but I'm going to just do it just this, and we'll have this box. Tend to not need too much, but as we learn, since this is actually this should have no gaps, because this was 20 a second and this is only 15 a second. This is moving less than 5 times a second, so that should be just fine, and we're still fully utilizing the belt. So bingo boingo, that looks great. Again, this is not fast enough to store everything, but that's okay. I'll just manually do this. I'm going to pave a little bit. If we have a sec, I'm going to pave. I've kind of been using this little section as a little walkway, so I'm just going to paint directly down. That's okay. We'll put it on the coal. That way I'm walking a little bit quicker. I'll probably do another one right here once we get more. But I think wall making should be pretty high priority. I always overbuild wall makers. Really, you just need 1 or 2. So I'm just going to do a classic 3 tile wide gap. We'll put a thing in the middle. We'll do a little of this, a little of that, a little of this, a little of that. Put just 1 right here, and we can have this go up directly. Perfect. So this will be a good way to use both of these. Again, yeah, you can really, they take so much of this. So I'm actually going to upgrade this guy, and so we get the full effect here. This should use most of the production, I think. Yeah, you don't need much, really. I'm going to limit to 2 lines. Generally, you don't need much more than that at a time. Each line is 1,000, right? So that's 2,000 walls. Maybe 1,000 is decent in the early game. I'm going to wait until I have a few hundred. So maybe I'll limit this a little bit more in the first place, because I do want some of these. And hopefully some steel has backed up, which maybe it hasn't, because it's all been consuming. Again, that would be smart if I'm going to do another line here, so I can... Oops. Oh, fuck. Let me redo that. I did not want this one. Damn it. Fuck. Okay. That did not work as intended, so I'm going to do this. And again, similar kind of thing. Enable, disable. We'll do this on steel. Oops. Misclick. We want 100 of those to be saved up at least, so it'll only enable once this has 100 in it, just because we're reading the contents. So hopefully we could do the same thing to this one, actually, which I actually will do. There we go. So this way I can boop, boop. What I did there is shift right click to copy the settings on this one, and then shift left click to copy them this way. So it's the same deal. So now we should get some, we'll get 2 iron every billion years coming in here. Actually, if there's iron saved up in these, I would love to steal them. So yeah, plenty of grenades. That's nice. I'll put those on my hotbar. I love having a little bit of grenade just ready to go. That's a good amount. I think that's enough to tunnel down there, so I'll check on the... Is this not working? I swear to God we would have had 2. Oh, did I pick them up manually? I probably did. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, well, this needs to go faster, because, yikes. We'll have this output priority right I don't really care too much. I do need some of those, so. Why didn't this work? So this, did they go directly in? It did. Oh, I didn't set this yet. Fuck, I'm so stupid. There we go. So it was greater than 0, but unfortunately, we needed this to be 100. So there we go. That's why it was literally crafting all of our shit. Perfect. I forgot why I was doing that, to be honest. I needed something. I think the steel furnaces was what I was doing, which ironically take a fuck ton of steel. So we're not going to have that for a little bit. I'm just going to steal a couple of those. Get it. Even just one, this will double the efficiency of one of these. So it should, you can see the crafting speed goes from 2 to 1. So it literally produces so much more. It's so incredible. Yeah, I'm just going to take everything from here. See if I can make one more. This one produces quite quickly. So I'm going to steal that one, and we'll do one more. This will help us make more steel, so it'll compound. I should just make an actual steel line. It's about time, but I really want to wait for bots to do all of that. So I will. So again, if you recall, one of our main goals right now is I need to grab the walls from the wall maker up here. So that's doing really well. Most of it is going to the wall maker. See, this one's not even doing anything because of how efficient it is. Look, I underestimated the amount of belts we would need for this. I kind of don't know how. My intuition would tell me that it's one belt would go fine, but I think if 12 of these are activated, yeah, it's 24 for belt. I don't know how this happened. This one's doing fine with 48. Maybe I'm stupid. Whatever. I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But so what I'm going to do is I remember that it's down south. So what I'm going to do is start tunneling down there. You guys come back. I don't want to place these yet. We don't need to expand this, so I'm not going to. So I remember it's down south, so that's what I will be doing. Come on, bots. You're along for the ride. Get in here. All right. So now I will be making the long trek down south. This will be nice. And what I'll be doing every so often is placing a radar down and kind of checking out the area. Because your vision radius is actually a lot smaller than the vision radius of a radar. So you can see if you look on the map right now, I'm just slowly expanding the vision radius. Maybe when I get down to this coastline, I'll show you guys. Let's see here. So you see how my vision radius on the mini-map is kind of small. If I place down one of my radars, you can see how much bigger it's going to be. Boop. Wow, immediately reveals all that extra stuff. So it's very nice for scouting. The real pro tip is a rocket landing pad. Takes no power, and it has a bigger radius than even that. Did I go the wrong way? Oh. We'll call this early placement. Maybe I'm not even far enough over. That could be. Oh, man. I might have to pick up all of these, which would suck. I think I am not far enough over. Is it over here? It might be over there. I think I do recall that, so I'm going to just place down a turret to reveal a bit of the area. I think it is over on this side. I see a little bit of landmass, so I will actually go do that. I should have enough power poles. That's why I'm not picking that up. I should have enough power poles to get over there. I made this map a couple days ago. It is the same map as the one Catherine of Sky played, just with the more biomes mod. The land masses looked identical, so I think it's more of the only difference between them are the biome textures and the location of some resources, but a lot of it seemed the same. This can't be it. Maybe I was. You know what? I was right. I have to be right. This is probably a little choke. I can't imagine it goes over again. Oh, man. Do I stick with my gut? I'm pretty sure it's probably down there. Okay, take 3. This is embarrassing. That's fine. I'm also getting lost to the woods, so it's nice. I have more biomes mod. It makes everything look so pretty. Like, you can see there's different kinds of grasses and terrains, and you actually move different speeds depending on what it is. You'll notice in the kind of the swampy areas, you kind of you move a lot slower. This area looks to be some kind of swamp, and then once I get off of it, I'll move a little bit faster. And so it incentivizes you to place a bunch of roads and things like that, which I think is very neat. Hopefully this is the right way, because I will definitely... Yes, I remember that uranium being near the choke. That's another mod that I love. It's a mod that automatically itself reveals all of the chunks around it to evaluate the entire ore patch, and then labels it with how much there is, so you can make better decisions. If I'm correct, yes, it's close to this way. So this will be convenient. We were just routing this. I should have brought turrets. What the fuck was I thinking? Because this is kind of useless if I don't bring any turrets, isn't it? I guess I can put a radar down and call it good. There should be enemies somewhere here. So this looks like the choke, though. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the only place I have to wall off. I'm going to go a little bit further. I might as well route power down here. I don't think there's any risk. I'm pretty sure biters don't attack power poles or radars anymore. I think that was a change. They used to attack radars, but I think they changed that upon space age happening, because they wanted it so when you went to another planet, your radars would get taken out so you could still play the actual game, which I think was a clever idea. I am running out of this shit, so maybe this was a bad idea. Okay, I do see, if you look at my top, I have biter expansion chunks turned on in the dev menu. So this leads me to believe that they are indeed nearby, unless it's some weird shit. So pretty sure, or maybe they just don't like this biome. Yes, okay, so there's a massive base right here. I do have the armored biter mod on, so this will be the location of our radar. We can actually do a little cheeky thing. I'm gonna put this down one so we can actually see the biters in their base. I don't think I want to wall off yet because I don't have any turrets, but I'm going to do it anyway. This is a very unofficial wall off. And if you looked at my expansion chunks, you'll see this area is now red too, because they don't... Oh, fuck. Oops. So that's an expansion party, actually. So if we can gun these guys down, they will not be able to do anything. I do have grenades as well, which are much better into the armored biters. Just gun those guys down now. So they chose those chunks for expansion. So what I'm going to do, this is a little pro tip, is you can do like little clusters, and you can see immediately it like decreasing the viability of those chunks, because I don't want them expanding. I'm pretty sure, was that the choke? Did I miss the choke? This looked a lot smaller on the minimap, if this was the choke. Okay, this was the choke. It's just a lot larger than I had anticipated. So I might wall off the whole thing. Unfortunately, I have to either do that or put the entire expansion chunks. Yeah, this is the main choke. So maybe this is the choke that I'm intending to take, because that's pretty much, it's pretty much as good as it gets, isn't it? So I'll make one of those. I'm going to explore in a different direction. I will... see, this one's kind of inconsistent for some reason. So I will... Oh, that's the chunk they chose to expand. So I can actually decrease the viability of that. Oh, it looks like we have a straggler here, just from the look-see of it. Is there something there, or is it just me seeing things on the mini-map? There's a cute little worm. That's a protected territory. Let me actually... Can I wall him off without him getting angry? Does he do that? I think I can. Perfect. So this will be our worm for pleasure and defense. Perfect. Oh, look at him. Amazing. That'll protect him from stray... no fish around. From stray bullets. As crazy as that sounds. Again, I will put the last of my walls in these like chunks. I'll probably try right there. to restrict the amount that they can build. You can also use pipes. Pipes are probably the cheapest way of doing it as well. So if I run out of walls, I will be doing the pipes, which I ran out immediately. So there we go. And all we need to do is make it less likely. Actually, our biter, I think I did turn on expansions. Obviously, we saw an expansion, so disregard that. She played on this map with expansions disabled, kind of classic rail world. I find that playing that way, I'm just gonna make a bunch of boxes. That would be so stupid. I'll make some stone furnaces to put down. Those are cheap enough. She put down. She kind of like turned off the biter expansions to make it work a traditional railroad because she wanted the larger world. So that's good. So if you look on the map, these are fairly unlikely to be expanded to now. Again, that was the chosen expansion chunk. So good to know that our wall off is indeed up here. I knew it was somewhere, so I will come back and put my second radar up there, and then we'll make the choke right there in the future. And that should be kind of bingo boingo for all of our biter raids. Though I think they won't expand there because my starting thing is so big, so we can get surrounded. But I don't think we'll actually get actively invaded, which may make me a little bit. I've never played with with that on so high. So I'll put another radar right here. Call that good. It's going to be a lot of running, so I may pause until we get back here, so I don't have to edit. BRB. All right, I forgot to unpause a little bit, but all I did was got back to base, grabbed some supplies, and now I'm working on making some more steel. This is, again, a similar blueprint. I'm going to take some shortcuts here by going like this, again, to just help the bots out a little bit so they can place a little bit faster. Also helps if I don't fucking move all the time, but nobody's perfect, okay? That's number one life lesson. I would love them to destroy that block, though, so I can start fucking placing shit. There we go. Perfect. Now we can do the classic AFK game. So, this guy, yoop. This guy, yoop. Yoop. Nice. This guy, yoop. 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 Perfect. I can help them by placing some of the furnaces. Again. If you do things like that, it's catastrophic and wastes so much time. It's not even worth it anymore. Oh, no. That's okay. Again, just help them out here. I want to set up a bigger mall, but I think I will wait for more bots to do that more efficiently. That's really essential in my opinion. Once I get more steel... Oh, I think I do have steel now. Yeah, I do have enough steel, so I should go grab some more circuits. I should grab more miners as well, so we'll come back, everyone. I need a lot of those, don't I? Damn. Okay, I clearly need a lot of stuff, so I will be doing that right away. Let me make this back up to 2. Let me upgrade you so you can make more of me. Thank you. This, we're doing pretty well. This, again, we don't need more than these, so that's fine. Again, steel doing shitty, but that's par for the course. Do need more of these, so I'll take a couple, not too many. Have my gun ammo. Man, I always forget what I need, so... I think I was grabbing some gears, which I did. More circuits would probably be a good idea as well. Luckily, we don't need too many of those. Time to upgrade this one again. These guys can upgrade. This guy can upgrade. That guy can stay. This guy can stay. These really don't need to be very fast. Those guys don't need to be very fast. These are nice to upgrade. I think we have plenty now. Yeah, big. Okay, so I'm going to grab a couple more of these, just because I'm expecting us to have to do some pipeline shenanigans. Iron, that's big. I cannot forget that. There we go. It should be enough. I'm not sure how many of those I need. Oh, seriously? I was just over by pipes, too. SMH, as the kids say. Just grab all of them. Yeah, perfect. I don't really set up these in my mall very often. Usually you don't need that. Um, Again, that's not very many storage tanks, is it? Yeah, I am steel limited, aren't I? That's okay. 7 will have to do. Really, the whole reason why I'm kind of questioning that is just because one of the again, you need to store to take advantage of the infinite productivity. You need to store the oil that you're getting out of them. So before I need the oil, I like to store the oil. So let me just. This is another great mod. It's called Pump. All you do is you highlight the region with the. Is there only 4? That's kind of brutal. You highlight the region. You say what kind of power pools you want. So just basic ones are fine with me. And it places all of the things. I think this is like an error with the one of the mods or something like that. But see, this is actually not very much oil at all. That's very unfortunate, actually. So I'll just do this. There we go. So that's oil processing done. Again, I like to store this kind of immediately. So I'm going to go out a little bit, go up a little bit, maybe just 1 or 2. I don't know where I'm actually going to be keeping this stuff, but what I am going to do is I like to put a pump. So once I have room, I will leave 1, 2 spaces for a pump. And then the rest can be a nice little stack here. That should do it. For now, I'll just put these placeholder things, but to know I want a pump here, I'll put this. So just so I know. This should be all connected, and so this should be saving up beautifully. So now I can just set it and forget it, and by the time, I'm actually going to need some more oil, aren't I? There's a fuck ton of crude oil up there. I might, let's see, that's a lot, so I might go access that as well a little bit later, just so we can have, once this steel is activated, just so we can have a nice supply of it. Again, gonna check this. I did need to make a bunch of these. This is kind of a lot of, maybe I'll just focus on one area at a time. Do everything in the first area just to get some steel flow going. So that way we don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, see, I'm out of fucking regular ones. It's kind of crazy how fast they go, really, isn't that? Yeah, it's kind of amazing. I'm gonna cancel all my doodads. Of course, I fucked that up. Yeah, I'm canceling all of my doodads, and then I'm going to, yeah, that's probably fine, get some more inserter action here. And this should make it a little bit quicker to do that. Again, I fucked that up so bad, so I'm just going to fix that. I will craft some more lights. Just to have a stash. I think we do have lights. Yeah, this should be enough to finish the whole array, I think. Bots is going to be so nice because this won't even be an issue. This is kind of a very wow, yeah, it's very intense because this is probably the coal belt in the middle, and then this is, since the ratio is even, you can just use the same thing with direct insertion, which is very nice. It's a clever system. I love that. It's very satisfying that these perfectly fit everything. How was that it? Oh my gosh! Wow, we had 1 left over. Very nice. So I will hook this up. Stat. I'm just gonna drag a power pole down like this. Perfect. Actually, I'm gonna do the satisfying thing where we let it fill up first. I will give us a lot more miners though, because we're gonna need some. I will turn off my Roboport with Alt F. I'm gonna grab a fuck ton. I'll let you place those. Why not? Yeah. So this is the extra science. Kind of trickling. I think we are fairly, somehow fairly iron limited. This will help a little bit too. I feel this, is this broken? This doesn't look right, does it? Yeah, this does not look right at all, does it? Oh no. And I don't know what's wrong with it, so I have to go back to the balancer, I think. So, Oh, it's just missing one of those. That's fucking easy. There we go. I don't know how that fucked up so bad, but yeah, well, there we go. So this way, I'm just going to do a little zoop. Going to connect this. We're going to go over the top, I think. Or rather, underneath. Rock is in the way. Not for long. I think it was just down. I'm going to go over a little bit more. Because when I mine that, it'll delete everything, so we don't want that. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter which side I put this on. Yeah, so this was the coal belt, unfortunately. So I get to go like this. Okay, get the fuck out of my way, please. There we go. That'll be loaded up. I'll just make another copy of this and call it good. Yeah, this should be about fine. I'll do that. And then this is not perhaps the most efficient way of doing this, but I really should be using the mine planer, but here we are. You guys gotta prioritize killing things, because this is bothersome. Perfect. I really should not have done this all the way to the bottom. That's okay. There we go. Hopefully that goes through. I'm assuming it will. Are you out of miners? No. Why are you taking so long? There's a lot of extra power poles here. I'm just going to go ahead and call it good. Perfect. I'm going to give some time to recover, so I will be just doing some random basic research. Turn that off. Here we go. Here's our boy. So once this guy is loaded up, we should be able to... I should really put a splitter here. I'm not going to do that, though. Once this guy's all loaded up, I'll plug it in right here, and we can see this all turn on in sync. While we're waiting for that, I'm actually going to make a nice little... go up one and make a little buffer array, just to make this a little bit simpler, so we have some extra steel. I'm out of those again, because of course I am. Perfect. This is just a very simple way to make buffer chests if throughput is not a priority, which it isn't for me because I'm lazy. So there we go. Actually, I could use a small power pole. Oh no, I couldn't. So that's fine. So this will just give us some storage for steel. I don't mind over stealing. We'll have to use a lot of steel. Actually, do I mind? I might mind. I think I do mind. So I'm just going to do simply one of those, and we'll do the classic. I think this guy, or no, this guy, to this, and then this guy can go into that, and this is just a way to get the buffer going. Perfect. Flammables, very essential for our defense. This one, well, that's kind of frustrating actually, so I will just do that. We do have enough coal, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. I'll just wait for it to actually fill up. It should be just a couple more seconds, not too bad. I think I can wait that long. And it'll be very satisfying. So let's just wait for the bottom row to fill up, the top row to fill up. We should have plenty of coal here. That should not be an issue. So let's see. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, that was nice. Look at that. Okay, that center row was very greedy when it comes to the coal. That's kind of funny, actually. I think it was because... I think it was because all of them want their full stack of 5, so they all took, and you expect there to be only 4 per unit of belt, so they all needed 1 extra. So that makes sense. Wow, look at this well-oiled machine making me tons of steel. Perfect. So this will be a good bit of steel, which if I route up there successfully. So what I like to do with these is you just put the output priority right, so you just bypass this unless this belt is full up, and then you can store some excess. It just helps me at least buffer a little effectively. Nothing too crazy. So I kind of want to wire this up into here just so we have more efficient, but I'm just going to say this is now mall, and we'll have steel storage in that chest. from now on. Flamethrower turrets again, very necessary. So I think it is about time. So now that we have a bunch of these, I will go ahead and place part 2. So I'm gonna need a lot of belts. I need a lot of power poles. I don't know what kind of power poles they are, but essentially we go to mini oil base. That looks like really big. So yeah, we'll do this near the oil cracking and shit. So looks like she has plenty of room for expansion there. So I will do that in a little bit. In the meantime, I can craft some. No, I can't craft some labs, but while we're waiting on that, I will craft some labs. So just do a little of that. Actually, I will grab some more circuits. I'm just gonna grab the whole thing now. I deserve it. So I'm going to graft, I think, 1 more of these and then 3 of those, and that should be all she wrote. Yeah, again, steel limited, nothing much we can do there. I'll make 1 more. I do have enough pipes for it as well, so I'm not too concerned about that. So let's make the next portion, shall we? So that is this. Look, we do need some oil products, so I might actually do this kind of far away, like right here or something like that. We have plenty of room, and we have big patches of ore right there, actually. So I might do it above this one, maybe even vertically. So I think vertically oriented would probably be a good idea, and then we can expand this further if we need to. Yeah, here seems pretty good, actually. There we go. Again, I'm going to help my bots out by doing the straight lines whenever I can. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. Something I learned is you can just hit R in the direction, which that is very nice. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do... Oh, this is the wrong way. Gotta make sure to correct that. There we go. Oh. Nope. This guy could be right there. Perfect. Lovely jubbly, as a wise man once said. I do need to make more of those as well, so I will make a fuck ton of furnaces. I neglected to grab more inserters, which is a grave oversight. But we can just worry about that last, I think. We should have a good deal of everything else. This was probably meant to be the wrong way. It's meant to be up. Yeah, good. I'm quite happy with that. We do need a lot of those power poles, which are out of. So I'm going to come over here. Maybe it'll be time to go back and get some more stuff. Yes, we'll need petroleum. We'll need... this is actually a good... I could set up the top oil once I get more steel. I'll set up the top oil... Can I even make these? I do have a couple. I have plenty of iron and copper, and I have plenty of gears. Not plenty of gears. I could have more gears. So I'm going to get my bots ready for that. And I think once I make that oil setup, that'll be kind of all she wrote for today's session. Oh, this needs... yeah, right. So I'll get some tool belt going instead. Water fill is another mod. I could... stronger explosives. It's kind of nice. Gives you 25% bonus on grenades, so I'm definitely going to queue that up. I usually like making buffers of these. I'm just lazy and haven't yet. Looks like we're consuming a good bit of our coal here. As long as this is backing up, though, it's not really a problem. Since it has priority, it will always back up, which is nice. This is not filling with the full belt for some reason, even though it should. Because I remember calculating that we were actually like far in excess. So maybe this, I think, yeah, this line's getting blocked up. Whatever. I'm not going to lose some sleep over it. This is, look at that, filling up quite nicely. So yeah, I am going to get more steel and make a lot more pump jacks. I think while I'm here, I will be grabbing more of these. I'm going to grab more of those. We needed to craft some more of these, so I will. Grabbing more of those. That'll be fine. And then pump jacks need steel. That's why I was heading down here, is because our steel should be backing up now. Like I said, it's probably most likely capable of doing the whole thing. Perfect. I'm just going to take all that, actually. Out of pipes? You're kidding me. These things need so many pipes. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'll just take all of the pipes. Good. That'll be fine. By the time we get up there, hopefully we're a little bit ready to rock here. Oh, there's a stone patch right here. This is maybe will be a good place for a rail outpost. And I think I can make, I'll make some more of these as well. Just while I'm there. I like to have a couple of these too. Not worth crafting though. Again, I'm going to use the same pump system, which is, again, the pump mod, because it's so nice. All you do is highlight, and then your bots do everything for you. Boop. Yeah, that's fine. Turn those guys on, and they'll get right to work. Isn't that amazing? No more plotting underground belts. Everything's connected. I know the next patch that's in beta right now, 2.1, should be adding the ability to flip pump jacks, which we do not have in this version. You can see they only are straight up or over. So that will be a fun addition. But for now, I like this mod, and I don't think I can ever go back because it makes it so much easier. While we're here, I will I'm going to cancel this, actually. I think we have enough of these, so I will cancel the rest. And prioritize making more of these. I'm just going to make as much as we can, because, again, the more storage for pump jacks, the better. Oh my god. You know what? I'm going to just, rather than doing this, I'm just going to upgrade planner. Why can't I upgrade plan that? I should be able to upgrade power poles, shouldn't I? I guess it just didn't want to. There we go. Alright, well, whatever. So that will be great. I did forget to put power. I'm wildly aware. Don't have enough iron to make one of those. This is going to be so funny. I'm actually going to do this and smelt some iron so I have enough to make a radar while I'm up here, just to keep tabs on it. Just while these bots are building, I should have enough iron. Like it's I only need a couple. That's really dumb though. Yep, and I should have enough of these to get back to the base, so I'm not too worried about that. And I think while I'm down, I did not place this. Perfect. There we go. I'm going to leave these here as a mark of my shame. This guy, perfect. Boop. Why isn't that working? That's why it's not working. I will actually do a little of this, though. I'll just set up one buffer right here. This will serve literally no purpose, but it'll allow me to, actually I can do this, use my hotkeys for once. And I'm going to go down and then to the left. I think I'll have my refining above that stone patch. So this will be very good for us. Yeah. Boom. And I think right here is just as good as place as any. So I'm just going to make a big array. Perfect. Do a little of that, a little of that. Awesome. Again, I will put a what do you call it? A one-way pump right there. That I got into the habit from the biter days, when biters were, more big of a problem. When it comes to literally, let's see here. I can just do a little of this. This is actually going to be quite nice, because then I can use that to power everything. And this will also be relevant for this, so I can power that quite easily. I'll need a pump right here, so I will come this way too. And then I'm going to go up, just directly along that same route. And then this should be filling with a bunch of shit. Again, flamethrower. Is there engine? Did I unlock engine? Solar, definitely a priority. Concrete, a priority. Plastic's a priority. I really should just, you know what? Get out of here. Until you get made, you don't belong there. So this will be good. Logistics, too, very important. I think that's a perfectly fine queue for now. I will bring this up here. There we go. Bada boom. So this is like this is probably a bit overkill for production. Like this was, if we look at the production graph, we're probably going to be nuts. But if we go to fluids, if we go to crude, yeah. So this is we're getting 11K a minute, and then we went down to 0 and those filled up, and now we're at billion again. It's hard to see now, but you can see the slight decline. It doesn't matter in the short term, but in the long term, it will matter a lot. So that's why we're saving. Actually, I take that back. It probably won't even matter in the long term. But here we are. I forgot how many stores. So I'm gonna make this like giant. By the way, I'm gonna increase that size. I'm actually gonna I think this will be my like running zone. So I'm gonna have like a little runner up and down here as well. So, yeah, this will be good. Oop, fuck. Do I want to move that? I'll just pretend it's a path shift. Sure. Why? Fantastic. And then similar through the middle. That was all she wrote. Perfect. What do I need? I have lots of those. Have lots of these. Have plenty of pipes. Why did I even come over here? Probably because of more of this. Perfect. We're just going to make a balls ton of those right now. See, I should make a... if I could make a maker right here, that would be super nice. But I don't think I can. I think I'll have to make it like way down here. And just let the copper trickle down. I'm assuming she has better lab stuff. What did I need for this? Kind of a fuck ton of inserters, so I think I will grab some more inserters and some more belts. I will probably need more of these, so I will grab some more. Power poles, almost certainly. We'll need a couple of those. Gonna top off on these power poles as well. Wow, these are really limited on steel. I actually will just go with this. And this should be filling up a little bit. Not very much, but theoretically. That way these can actually chug through some good power. I like how this is kind of all in one, but it really doesn't need to be. Okay. Here we are. You guys can do my dirty work, and I will AFK. I'm going to build this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.